All right. Hello, everyone. Thanks for tuning in this afternoon for our first, well, not our first, but one of our many Niles Voice of Business. We have Laura Herlo that has joined us today. These interviews are going to be based on interviews with professionals around Niles. And like I said, we've got a Coldwell Banker Realtor, Laura Herlo, that has joined us today. Thank you for joining us today, Laura.
Thank you for having me. Thank you.
Of course. If you don't know Laura already, you are definitely going to get to know her after this interview. Laura, can you tell us a little bit about yourself and kind of how you got into real estate?
Yeah, so I've kind of been in real estate pretty much most of my life, whether it was buying my own properties. We used to buy some properties that were distressed, and then we'd fix them up and give them some TLC and put them back on the market. And then I realized how much I loved it. I was so passionate about it. It was so exciting. So about 5 years ago, I decided to get my license, and here I am. Now I'm with Coldwell Banker, and I'm still loving it. Still very passionate about it.
Good. And how are things going as of now, considering kind of the change in business operations?
Yeah, I mean, I think we've all seen changes with what's been going on. Some of the biggest changes that I've seen is, a lot of sellers have been taking their houses off of the market. They're a little afraid. So inventory is low, but demand is actually very high. I mean, buyers are out there and they want to buy.
Wow.
So there's not a lot to choose from. So whatever is out there it's selling relatively quickly. Of course, if it's priced right, it'll go very quickly, and sometimes above asking price is what I've been seeing. I've also noticed one of the biggest changes is that, before this whole COVID-19, there were a lot of buyers that would just, walk through open houses. I call them lookers. We're just looking. We're just trying to see what's out there, what we can get for our money. And they're not really ready to, right. Yeah. They're not really ready to, make that move yet. So we don't really have a whole lot of those right now, obviously, with what's going on. So the people that are out there, they're serious buyers. I mean, they're ready and they're ready to go. So those are some of the biggest changes that I've seen.
Have you had to do a lot of virtual open houses or showings in terms of?
Yeah, we've been doing a lot of that, a lot of virtual open houses and showings, and then I'm sending them out to my clients or my buyers. And if they like what they see through the virtual, then they'll make the appointment to come and physically see it. Okay. So we've been doing a lot of that. Yeah.
Good. And what challenges have you had in terms of overcoming and navigating your clients through this virtual experience that they've now had to take on?
Honestly, not a whole lot. We're just, I think everybody's just trying to work together to make it happen. Everybody's been patient. We're really working together. This was just thrown at us, and we're all just trying to make it work. Right. And every day something new is being thrown at us, and we're just making it happen. So we're working together. I communicate a lot with my clients, whether it's my sellers or my buyers. So I just keep them up to date with what's happening. Other than that, I think some of the biggest challenges are just making sure that everybody's okay. No one's seeing any symptoms. No one's having any fevers before we go into houses or before I let anybody come into my clients' homes. And that's just kind of some of the biggest challenges right now.
Yeah. And what technologies do you see being added to your industry, considering the impact of COVID-19, moving forward past and beyond, what we've got going on right now?
Well, right now, again, some of the technology is the virtual showings, the virtual open houses is what we're implementing. And that's just going to keep going until everything gets back to normal. And, eventually we will get back to normal, slowly but surely. But right now, this is what we're doing. We're just making sure, first and foremost, that myself, of course, I don't want to bring anything home to my family and my clients as well. I just want to make sure that everybody's safe, and we're doing what we can to keep everybody safe first and foremost. And then from there, we're just working together, buyers, sellers, real estate agents with buyers and sellers and buyers together, just trying to make things happen. And it is happening. I mean, the real estate market is actually doing very well right now.
Good.
Yeah.
And I know you mentioned, kind of keeping your clients and your family safe, which I A, appreciate, and B, that should be anyone's kind of main prerogative right now. But do real estate brokers have a legal duty to disclose that an occupant of a property now or has had been sick with COVID-19?
Well, honestly, here, let's just put it this way. It's just common courtesy and common respect for everybody. I mean, our main priority right now is to keep everyone safe. Life still goes on. People still need to sell. People need to buy. So if I know that my client is experiencing symptoms, I would hope they would relate that to me. And I, of course, would relate that to any buyers that are going to come through.
Right.
And again, on the other side, if buyers are feeling any symptoms, I certainly hope that they would not be walking through my clients' homes. Okay. So yes, out of common courtesy and respect for everyone, and everyone's safety is utmost right now, we do relate that information to one another.
Good, good. Is there any associated disclosure forms that Illinois real estate has kind of implemented in terms of, COVID-19?
We do. We have some addendums that people sign, that buyers will sign, letting us know that if they have any symptoms, or if they've been around anyone that has any symptoms, they do have to fill that out before they come in and view properties. Yes.
Good. And I'm sure that that's reassuring for both buyer and sellers in terms of, keeping safe, but also continuing to, move along with life.
Of course.
Do you see, these new technologies in this virtual experience? I know you said the market is good, but do you see it as a hindrance for some buyers and sellers that might enter into that experience moving forward? Or
no, everybody's really been adapting very well. I mean, we all know what we're going through and what we're facing, and everybody's being just kind of going with the flow. Very easy to work with, and no, I don't see it as a hindrance at all.
Good. And what marketing strategies would you suggest, or have you been utilizing in terms of marketing these properties that you have?
Honestly, like I said, the virtual open houses, marketing it on Facebook. What I've done in one of my properties, and actually a lot of people have liked this, I actually just took my camera and I walked through my listing as if I wanted them to see it as if I were seeing it. Right. And one of the positive feedbacks that I got from one of my friends that saw it on Facebook, she called me right away. She was like, I thought it was really cool how you walked through with your camera and you actually looked outside the window as if we were in the house looking outside the window. So I think that's really important to, if they can't really be there physically, I'm going to do everything I can to help them as if they were there physically, to kind of walk through these properties. So that's one of the biggest things that I'm doing with my clients and my listings. Good.
As someone that I'm actually moving next month, and as someone that has gone through a little bit of this, I can tell you that the experience is seamless and honestly works better for my schedule. Not having to be somewhere for a showing every other day has helped me out. But it's all about kind of creating that personalized touch and moving forward. But
absolutely,
Laura, if I would love to have people reach out to you. Laura is a great person to work with. I'm going to put her phone number here. Please contact her at 773-671-4434. You can also visit the Niles Chamber website and type in Laura, and she'll come up first. And that will give you all her information and contact with her. Laura,
I'd love to have them. No, I just want to thank you for having me on your show. And if anybody has any questions or anything that they might want to know about what's going on in the real estate market today, I'm happy to answer any questions. So just have them reach out to me. I'm happy to be of help.
Beautiful. And one last question that I like to end on, and on a not that this hasn't been a light note, but what's your favorite restaurant in Niles?
My favorite restaurant in Niles, honestly, currently it's Elbow Addy. I absolutely love that restaurant. It's just so good. I can eat there almost every day.
I've heard good things. I haven't had a chance
very
to try
good.
Well, thank you,
thumbs
Laura.
up to them.
Thank you for joining us. And
thank you,
everyone, for tuning in. Have a good one. Goodbye.
Thanks for having me. Bye-bye.